all children together. You with it. Everybody. Build a future brick by brick. Black minds rising.
Yeah. Royal Day.
Future scientists in the mix, engineers and coders rich, young black genius, that's the glitch. Started in a room, 10 by 10 vision, tiny little space but gigantic ambition. Brownsville, Brooklyn with the train still screeching, dreams too loud for the ceilings we was reaching. Upstairs from the studio, beats was knocking, 5 records platinum while the youth kept building. One room music, one room science, both rooms black excellence, define the silence. Brother Q had a mission in his soul, teach the babies how to build and take control. Not just read from the books they assign us, but invent something fresh that remind us. We descendants of younger freedom fighters, black star builders, co-writers, igniters. From Veracruz all the way to BK, education was resistance every single day. Bosh. Hey! Jay! Build a future brick by brick. Black minds rise and never quit. Brownsville born, now worldwide live. Jay! Future scientists in the mix, engineers and coders rich, young black genius, that's the glitch. Booker T energy mixed with innovation, hands-on learning way elevation, not just test scores, not memorization, but ownership, coding, creation, freedom schools in our DNA, black education, always found a way, even when the system said, stay behind. Our ancestors built schools with brilliant minds, now the babies build apps and drones, EI systems from the Chromebooks, phones, chess moves, robotics, and vibrations, young kings and queens changing generations.
Royal Day, man. What you got? Hope all is well, man. Zayak's Institute, Cubata, Let's get it, man. The Black Family Unit, let's get it. What we got today? Come on. How you feel? Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. Let's get it.
Inventors, creators, future elevators. From the soil to struggle we rise. Gold in our spirits and stars in our eyes.
Yeah, young black architect drawing blueprints, young coder making apps with a few clicks, young scientists mixing hope with chemistry, young leaders rewriting history. No fear when the odds stack high. We built from the ground, now we touch the sky. Started homeschool with a father's dream. Now it's bigger than anybody imagine it be. Jazz loop smooth with the bass line bumping. Brownsville energy got the whole room jumping. Kids in the classroom making innovation. This ain't school, it's a liberation station. Future doctors, future pilots, future teachers, future giants, future businesses, black owned too. Everything they said we couldn't do.
Oh, let's get it. Hope all is well, man. Make sure you leave your business links in the comments, man. Let's go. Hope all is well. The Black Family Unit. What we got for this today?
Future scientists in the mix, engineers and coders rich, young black genius, that's the glitch. Teach the babies how to lead, plant the vision, grow the seed, black excellence.
Royal Day. Hope all is well, man.
You think we can really change the world? Nah. Nah. Child of the two continues.
Hope all is well, y'all. Don't be shy. Let's get it.
We already are.
Welcome to the Science Institute.
Let's go.
shining. Boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Black skin, shining. Don't stare at the drip, it is blinding. Spaceships, flying. Just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding. Just focus on money, no violence. Big drip, styling. Straight in the face of these tyrants. 500 years and some days. They all expect us to slack. Yes, we still bottom in wage. So keep your whole focus intact. Same type of problems as slaves. We gon' get justice and tax. So I give fuck what they say. Keep your perspective on black. They are so mad that we waking up. Now we got dripping intelligence. There is no chaser inside of our cups. Look at these gangsters be gentlemen. Yes, we did timing when timing was tough. Learn fast, there is no settling. Took on their games and we called out their bluffs. Had to learn game from the veterans. Look at the time that we sat up and put in. Rolled out the bunks with no comfort.
Yeah. Let's go.
They was pushing. Now you staring at refinement. Ain't no breaking this alignment. Gold plated with some diamonds. 24/8 at the timing. Black skin, shining. Don't stare at the drip, it is blinding. Spaceships, flying. Just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding. Just focus on money, no violence. Big drip, styling.
Hope all is well. Let's get it today. What we got today, man? What we got today?
Microaggressions and emphasis. Try to put shade on our shine. They watch us make fun of our differences. That plus the hate made us climb. Walk through them miles, count them distances. No, you not taking from mines. They drunk us and want us to stay asleep. They blatant as hell with they moves. Now we got crimson on different keys. Dripping with berries and juice. We doing it loud, no being discreet. Shining with all of our jewels. We pushing for people that's hearing deceased. Big stepping on they rules. Black skin, shining. Don't stare at the drip, it is blinding. Spaceships, flying. Just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding. Just focus on money, no violence. Big drip, styling. Straight in the face of these tyrants.
Salute to Cuba. All the heads talking, I don't see the word.
Talking, I don't see the word. All the heads talking, I don't see the word. Black as a motherfucker, let him know. Cops ain't frame niggas, fool. We paper chasing, if not we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. If the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. You know I'm on the river with a painless. Cold stove stepping, watching my lean shit. Building weapons and goals, you know they aimless. Living lavish and smoke all of the English. As long as we keep working while the game comes. If not, break it open, take sight. One thing for certain, where the game done. Yeah, we taking over where the lanes run. Watch us break it open, make it free. Watch it take control, watch it take the streets. Paper pie and all, yeah, we taking this. Fuck the police and law, watch we bring the heat. Ooh. Motherfucker, let him know. Cops ain't frame, nigga, it is fool. We paper chasing, if not we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Lift the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. No matter where I go, I see the same shit. Cops kill another with the same clip. And all I see is movies, bots and slave ships. We wonder why we struggle just to make it. Preachers giving sermons, but we don't see the work. Another body down, they gon' need a hearse. Cops playing games, take his body search. Play out to the grizz, everybody hurt. Watch us break it open, make it free. Watch us take control, watch us take the streets. Paper pie and all, yeah, we taking this. Fuck the police and law, watch we bring the heat. Ooh. Black as a motherfucker, let him know.
Cuba. What we got, man?
If not, we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah,
salute to Dev, man. What's going on, Dev?
Block what it needs, leave him watching like woo.
Oh man. Hope all is well, y'all. Hope all is well. We gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. You gotta give it time and space. You gotta give time and space to marinate, man. Hold on. Let's do the one more. We can come back over here real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all time to get in the building. You know, slide through the screen door. Slide through the revolving door. Slide through the, yeah, man. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Hope y'all come true, not come through, come true.
Shining, go stare at the trip, it is blinding. Spaceships flying, just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding, just focus on money, no violence. Big trip, styling, straight in the face of these tyrants. 500 years and some days, they all expect us to slack. Yes, we still bottom in wage, so keep your whole focus intact. Same type of problems as slaves, we gon' get justice and tax. So I can fuck what they say, keep your perspective on black. They are so mad that we waking up, now we got dripping intelligence. There is no chaser inside of our cups, look at these gangsters be gentlemen. Yes,
hope all is well, man, hope all is well. Royal day, let's get it.
Look at the time that we sat up and put in. Rolled out the bunks with no comfort for cushions. Learned all they ways in this maze and we took ones. Straight in their face of they lies they was pushing. Now you staring at refinement. Ain't no breaking this alignment. Gold plated with some diamonds. 24/8 at the timing. Black skin, shining. Go stare at the trip, it is blinding. Spaceships flying, just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding, just focus on money, no violence. Big trip, styling, straight in the face of these tyrants. They bite off our styles and our different gifts, then they play games with our minds. Microaggressions and inferences, try to throw shade on our shine. They watch to make fun of our differences, that plus they hate made us climb. Walk through the mouths, count them distances. No, you not taking from mines. They drove us and want us to stay asleep.
Yeah.
On different keys, tripping with berries. We doing it.
Yeah, we gonna give it a little time and space to get in the players. Little time and space to get in the players,
Black skin, shining. Spaceships flying. Just give us
check this out. Check this out.
Just focus on money, no violence. Big trip, styling, straight in the face of these tyrants.
Share this out. Share this out. Share this out. Come on and share this out, man. Come on, man. You know, we gotta give everybody time and space, you know what I mean? When you get in the players, man, you know what I mean? You gotta put your coat down, you know what I mean? You gotta get your coat off, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you go in the lounge, the bar, you know what I mean? The lounge, the cigar bar, the Lux party or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I mean? You wanna take your blazer off, you know what I'm saying? You wanna take off your you know, your coat or whatever you got on, ladies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Your fur or whatever, man, you wanna be able to take it off, you know what I'm saying? You wanna get escorted to your table, you know what I mean? You know, once you get escorted to your table or your section, you feel me? Then you know you gotta peep out everything. You know what I mean. You gotta give it time to marinate in the clears, huh? Let's
My pop said greatness ain't something you wait
the Black
for.
Family Unit, man. Oh, we got some stuff for you today, B.
All children together.
Woo.
You bid it.
Come on with it. Get your drinks, man. Get you something to sip on, man. Get you something to eat, man. Go ahead and get you a snack, you know what I mean? If you already ate, get you a snack, you know what I mean? You know, this might be your first meal of the day. You might be breaking fast, you hear me? You might be breaking your fast right now, you know what I mean? Go ahead. You know, if you still at the job, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go ahead and put your earpiece in, because you know what I'm saying? Some people aren't able to be on the phone on their job, you hear me? So make sure you get everything hooked up, you feel me? You know what I mean? Make sure you know, like I said, we make sure you get in the spot, man. Get into your sections, man. Get your drinks, get your food, man. Get yourself situated and situated, man. We're going to talk about the Black Family Unit, man. What we got today? Make sure you share this out.
Freedom fighters, Black Star builders, co-writers, igniters. From Veracruz all the way to BK. Education was resistance every single day. Bosh. Build a future brick by brick.
Huh?
No ceilings of gold, it's platoon built from love and toughness.
You better
We come from survivors.
ain't it, man? And thrivers, man. Salute to my brother Red Moon Apparel, man. Thriver, man. Red Moon Apparel, man. Yeah, I mean, Rucker Park. He sent me to Rucker Park. They got the Rucker Park thing going on. We gonna do some infomercials, man. We got some great things going on, man.
Yeah, young black architect drawing blueprints. Young coder making apps with a few clicks. Young scientists mixing hope with chemistry. Young leaders rewriting history. No fear when the odds stack high. We built from the ground, now we touch the sky. Started homeschool with a father.
Rucker Park, streetball.com, man. Y'all check them out as well, man. Rucker Park Streetball, man. If you into the, yeah, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Let's get to it. We gonna do little small infomercials, y'all. We got you.
Future teachers, future giants, future businesses, black on too. Everything they said we couldn't do. But
all right.
build a future brick by brick.
We about to get it rolling.
Rising, never quit. Brownsville born now worldwide live. Future scientists.
Yeah, man. Get to your sections, y'all. Get yourself situated. Get ready to boom up the comments.
Teach the babies how to lead. Plant the vision, grow the seed. Black excellence is what we breathe. You think we can really change the world?
I got you in the comments, y'all. Boom it out. Boom it off. I'm gonna go over the comments. No worries.
Nah.
Huh? Nah.
Child of the truth continue softly. We already are.
All right, y'all. Okay, let's get it. Let's get no. Whoa. All right, y'all. All right. Hold on. Let me. You know what I mean? I gotta get my bearings. Let me get the bearings, man. Make sure you're doing it. Yeah. Gratitude, y'all. That was the new Zayax anthem, man. I threw that together real quick, man. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. Royal Day, man. Royal Day. Get you a snack, man. Get you something to eat, man. Cause you don't know. You know, I got a couple hours. Hey, yo. Make sure you be ladies, empresses, goddesses, orishas, oyas. What else they got? Earths. Ladies, the brown mommies. Make sure you are here for the Ladies Sunday, man. We got the Ladies Sunday coming up, y'all. So ladies, make sure you're there for the Ladies Sunday so you can come true, not come through, come true, so you can get ready to build. You know what I mean? We want to get some game from y'all. You know what I mean? I got a few questions. I know y'all got a lot of answers. You know what I mean? I know y'all got a lot of answers. So, you know, let's get to that. First and foremost, gratitude to GA, gratitude to Q Butter. And gratitude to the Zayax Institute. You know what I mean? Make sure you donate. Make sure you donate. Yeah, the Black Family Unit, man. That's what we got today. Alright, small infomercial in the beginning. Y'all make sure, matter of fact, I'll do one better for you. Mm, mm, mm. I'm promoting a couple businesses, y'all. A couple melanated, copper tone, indigenous, black business. You know what I mean? Let's handle it. Let's handle a little of that first. You know what I'm saying? First, we got Zayak's Institute, of course. We know, you know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? It's all through here. All right. And so I got a couple of questions as far as the Black Family Unit, y'all. Hopefully somebody want to come up. I'm about to drop the link real quick. Let me go ahead and type this in. And we going to go ahead and get this a spin, man. We going to go ahead and get this a spin today. Hope all is well. Ladies, I hope y'all there on Sunday. You know what I mean? What does divine femininity mean to you? And then, of course, we're going to pivot to a lot of the variety of different things. It should be a sensational. It should be a sensational show. All right? And then, I know if you into sports betting, y'all, my brother over there, you know what I mean? When I be telling y'all I'm over there, you know what I mean? He got the Red Moon apparel. I'm going to get y'all to that the next show. But the Rucker Park, man, Rucker Park Street Boys, salute to the guards and the Nehrus doing that, man. They leveled up. They got all of the stuff that you do on the sports apps and all of that. They got that, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the leagues and you can pick the players and all of the great stuff, man. Definitely check that out, man. Definitely support that. They got the tourneys going on and everything, so make sure you support that. And then real quick, let me get to it. We got goldencrowns.app. Check out the app. Give everything a test drive. Create the free account. Get you some equity for $20. $20 squares. For the equity, post your products, your services. If you are hiring or if you want your services booked, like you offer massage services, you offer tax service, you offer whatever have you, post that in the help wanted section. Or if you are hiring for somebody, post that in the help wanted section. You know what I'm saying? But we need your products. We need your products and services. Make sure you put your links in the comments, y'all, so I can put it on the screen so we can know what we do. Huh? We can pass around these great resources, y'all. All right. We're going to get to the other ones once we get to the, you know what I mean? Once we get there. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me get to what we got. In your estimation, let me turn it down a little bit so make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all should hear me clearly, though. All right. The first one. What we got? Let's see. What defines... This is the first question. We got a few of them, and I know we don't want to get too far off in individual stories, but of course we're going to mix those in. So, what defines a strong Black family unit? What defines, on whatever level you got, whether it's economically, whether it's spiritually, whether it's consciousness-wise, whether it's group economics wise, whether it's whatever you got. That's the first one we got. That's the first, because I was going to do pick a topic today. I was going to have like 4 or 5 topics. We just picked the ones to go through. But yeah, what defines a strong Black family unit or a strong and thriving Black family unit? What does that look like in your perspective, from your windows, from your experiences, from your everything? And then look, here we go. Let me see which one we got. This is the next one. What values should every copper tone, indigenous, the original Black, etc. family pass down? What values, morals, etc., should every, like the non-negotiable stuff? We know about the stuff that's like nah, but then we got the stuff that's non-negotiable. So what values, intellectual property, etc., more so values, in what tradition should you throw away and what should we keep? What values should every copper tone indigenous black family pass down or pass forward? If we want to say pass forward, down, up, whatever we got. All right. Then we'll get to stuff like let me see. How do we build trust within families, man? How do we build trust within families? Now, whether it be now we not talking about the ones that's too far gone, fam. We you know what I mean? We you know, so well, you know what we saying. You know what I mean? The ones that can be aligned with in a certain fashion, not to say you're gonna be buddy. Not to say you're gonna be buddy. I got you, Wale. I got you. I know the truth. I got you, bro. I know about the truth. I know. But for the first question, what defines a strong black family, or copper tone, brown, Negro, wherever you are in that type of wherever, what defines that? And then we'll pivot to what values, etc., should every, if you whatever word you want to put there, black, African American, etc., family pass down. Like what's some of the things that's just a non-negotiable? Hope all is well, y'all. Hope all is well, man. Man, it's tough with the family because until people come up, or hold on, let me get the link. My fault. Let me get the link. All right, here we go. Hold on. I got you. All right, I know the truth. I got you. I know. Let's get a variety of perspectives, y'all. Tell the truth. Help tell the truth. Man, I think that's what split a lot of them up, brother. I be telling you, man. Telling the truth it is a great thing. It's a sensational thing. It's the only thing. Now, how they receive that bitch? Yeah, that's what a lot of the divides and the dilemmas and the problemas you be coming in at. You see what I'm saying? How they receive it, yeah, man. Then yeah. Then they gotta respect you enough to receive the truth too, because you got a lot of people in your earth family. I call them earth family. The people that you were born into, stuff like that. I ain't talking about your, people you meet along the way, your spiritual family, A lot of them look at you in like an old light, so a lot of them not even gonna, they're not gonna think you speaking true. That's what I'm saying. It depends on who you talking to. A lot of them, again, remember we were saying that on the last show I did yesterday, whatever. Depending on who you talking to, and this is where self-awareness, discernment, and all this great stuff comes in at. Fam, again, and yes, it's stuff they know. A lot of people know stuff that you gonna tell them. A lot of people know stuff that you're gonna say because they say it to themselves, whether it be subconsciously, consciously, verbally, whatever have you. So a lot of times, fam, this is why you have the black sheep or the whatever thing go on, where you have families get divided and a person has to extract themselves from their quote unquote blood family or the family there, because when you're telling them the truth that is altering their reality, this shit is fucking up their nervous system. It's doing a lot of stuff. And then if you're not necessarily just telling them, if you one of them ones that OD with it, and you showing them TikTok videos of it, you showing them documentaries of it, you showing them books of it, you are showing them audio books of it, you are showing them every type of everything that you can show them. You hear me? So again, a lot of people don't have the same, unfortunately, and I know this is sounding plain, but a lot of people don't have the same tough skin, G, to receive the message, even if they know the message is true. It could be 10,000% true. It can be all of that. Then you have other factors like, for example, do they respect you at a level enough to accept it? Because at a certain juncture, the person that's giving out the truth is called burnout. You start to burn yourself out because what? We start to waste our time. Now, this is where we have to what? We have to monitor and manage where the energy flows, right? And our attention goes. Because if we've been telling this person or these people or this group or the family or the homies or the colleagues or the friends or the who the fuck ever, if we telling whoever we've been telling for a long time, which usually that's how it is, you feel me? You done went through the mud with them. You done gave them advice. You done had them cry on your shoulder. You done went through them fucking up. Everything. You done went through all that with them. But some type of way, they still keep making making their way back into situations or whatever for themselves, son. So now, at what juncture are you wasting your energy telling the truth? Because I'm telling you, we got to be aware of that. We have to be aware of that. Because burnout is a real thing. It really is. So if we're the people or the entities or the beings or the original people, etc., if we're the teachers, if they're the scholars, if we're the if we're the ones, then if we're the ones smarter than quote unquote them in that particular area of topics, then we should be smart enough to be like, what? I'm wasting my energy talking to these people when they get to that phase. Now, again, when we first start off, it's not going to be at that phase because it's just starting off. But once we got them, you going to have something inside of you that's saying, you've been talking to these same people too damn long and it's wasting your energy. Something within your heart, within your mind and your brain and your intuition is going to tell you that. So that's the only thing about truth. Yes, you can spit truth all day in a variety of different forms. Cartoon, anime, hell, nearly full of Junior doing animations. I mean, you can spit that bitch. You can throw it. You can kick it, drive it, all that. If a person is not open enough to be a student and receive it and be humble enough within themselves to say, you know what, they right or they're correct, and I do need to straighten up, I do need to tighten up, I do need to get back on my stuff, I did lose focus, I did get distracted. Most people aren't brutally honest with them. Well, I'll take that back. Most people are brutally honest with themselves, but it's like, again, if with themselves is different, because that's in their behind closed doors type thing most times, or in their private spaces. So when you in your private spaces talking maybe good or bad stuff to yourself, that's different than someone outside of you telling you that, other than even in your family circle. And I just need us to understand sometime, y'all. We have to have advanced levels of comprehension, y'all. I'm agreeing with the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. However, there are variables that come to or come with, or there's stuff, just like they say that there's stuff that comes with everything. There's stuff that come with the street game. There's stuff would come with this conscious stuff. There's stuff would come with this awakening crap. There's you see what I'm saying? So there's stuff that comes with this shit. So when you tell the truth, a lot of stuff comes with that. A lot of rejection, a lot of feeling lonely, a lot of people fading away from you, a lot of you questioning yourself, you feel me? A lot of you getting burnt out. A lot of that shit goes on. It does. But yeah, what defies a strong black family unit. And because I got a few questions, but well, let's see if we can get through those too. What values should every black family pass down or pass forward, whatever we want to say? All right, we got Wale, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. At the stage, bam. All right, Wale, what you got, G? Peace. Hope all is well.
Oh yeah, man. Everything is good, right? It's all good. I was talking to my elder brother yesterday. He said the same thing. That's been his motto for a while. Everything is good. Okay, so what I wanted to bring about was, even today I just did a live for 50 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that. And the entire live was a speech, a video by a guy named Balsam, Bolsom. And the reason I did that is because the title of his video, I'm gonna read it off because I mess up stuff. So the title of his video was about testifying, bearing false witness. That's what he said, bearing false witness. And he said, when you don't speak the truth, you're bearing false witness. And even though you feel like, okay, if I do it this way, the people that in the government or whoever gonna be feeling like this, that, or the other, and you're bearing false witness in order to assuage their temperament, yet you are going strictly against the Creator, which says don't bear false witness. That's what our ancestors, I ain't going by no Bible, I'm going by my ancestors that say speak truth all the time. That's how they taught us, right? So I'm just saying, by that and knowing that, then anything past that is just, I don't know how you're gonna work that out. And then when you do, you usually get the result that you are not appreciative of. That's all I'm saying. Now, if a lot of people walk away from you, you're doing yourself a favor. You're getting rid of people who will not, cannot, and do not want to live within the boundaries of truth. They want to live with it. Like that guy in the Matrix say, yeah, his name was Cypher or something. He said, yeah, I know this steak ain't real, but still, And he turned all his people in. I mean, that might be you. It's okay. I'm just saying, some people want the real, reality, and some people are willing to accept what they know is not real because it's comfortable. That's all I had to say about that, man. You're doing a wonderful job.
Gratitude, Wale. Gratitude for the input. So I mean, so what do you think about that? I mean, what do you think about what defines a strong family unit or a thriving family unit, etc.?
I would say when I look at stuff, I'm kind of naturalistic. I don't, that's where I pick up a lot of stuff from the nature. And I say, no matter what family you talk about, a family of birds, a family of ants, a family of, scarecrows, I don't care. Whatever you're talking about, what makes a strong family? It don't have to be an adjective applied to the family itself. If you want a strong family, what makes a strong family? The first thing that does that is, do this family look at the world from the same paradigm, which is speak truth all the time or something like that. So if they can't do that, then there ain't gonna be no strength there, because the foundation determines the strength of any building. So now, once you got that down, then you look at the next thing. Is there trust following that truth? And when people trust themselves and each other, that's strong right there. That's what the strength is. The strength is in the trust. Like, that's how you build stuff. You build a trust, and then you put other stuff on top of that. But the trust is the thing that's going to hold that building up. Am I correct? I might be incorrect, but it seems like I'm correct about that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just go ahead, man, because that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, so we know we got trust and we know we got truth. So what other values should every black family pass forward or pass down, etc.?
The thing I find that you will fail on is you keep saying black family should instead of family should, and then when you limit it to a social structure like that, you're going to fail by being in a social structure. You want to get out of the box, you can't be in the box at the same time. You either got to be out of the box or in the box. You decide. I'll leave it alone.
Well, I think the majority of them go by black, bro. So I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, but
No,
for the
you're
sake of the show,
not talking
and like
about. I'm not talking
hundreds of
about.
other people that go by black, you know what I'm saying? For the sake of the show.
What you're talking about is social status. Black, white, all that stuff like that, colored, all that social status. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about reality. Any family, I just did it already. A family of ants, bees, fucking birds and stuff. Any family must have those things. And when you start limiting your concern of the family to a social structure, then whatever's in that social structure will be your answer. And if you're trying to alleviate your depression in that social structure, your answer must not be coming from that social structure, because that social structure is set up to be what it is. Now, if you want to deal outside of that social structure, then you would have to say, hey, let's look at the birds and the bees and all that kind of stuff like they used to do back in the days. And then, our ancestors used to do. And then we could use that for a premise or a perspective or some point of departure. But, as long as you want to keep yourself bound to someone else's rules, you figure that out yourself. You're bound to their rules. You're not bound to your own or the rules of nature. You're bound to somebody else's rules who can change their rules whenever they get ready. If you want to, and you're okay with that structure, man, I welcome you to remain. Anyone to remain. I was just speaking outside of that structure.
Okay. So I mean, for the ones that are still in the structure and working their way out, or I guess figuring their way out of it, what's some of the things that you could tell them or impart to them if they wanted to be completely free of the structure and etc. Like, what does that look like?
The same thing I've been saying along. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Truth builds trust. The same thing. It's the same thing. It's simplistic.
Okay.
That can't be. It cover everything. I know it sounds like it can't, but if you don't take the first step, nothing happens. I mean, you got to. No matter how long the journey is, and you say, "Oh, I can't go 1,000 miles." Well, that's for sure. If you never take the first step, you'll never reach 1,000 miles in your concept of 1,000 miles. But once you take the first step, you might be into giant steps. You don't know till you take it.
Okay. Absolutely. So, okay. So, people in the audience, I see y'all watching, man. I see y'all watching. We got the truth. We got trust. What other things do we need to thrive going forward? What defines a black family from your point of view, or whatever you got, your experiences or your knowledge base? And what do y'all got, man? Y'all let me know something. Because I had a few other things, but Wale, I already know what Wale gonna give me. He gonna give me that. He gonna give me the truth. So, you know what I mean, and trust and etc. So, yeah, I had a few other questions, but we got to be able to elaborate a little bit more. And then when we saying truth, that's what I'm saying now. When you telling these truths, at what point do you apply the truth? I mean, because you're telling them the truth. I mean, are they applying the truth, or are we just? Because I mean, again, like I said, from my experience of telling people the brutal truth, I mean, depending on how they're built, it might make them go into a worse downward spiral for real. That's what I'm saying. It just depends on who you talking to. Some people can they can really handle it, and like I say, a lot of people aren't able to handle brutal, honest truth. Especially things that's going to shatter their reality, or their experiences, or things that their comfort levels, and different things of that nature. So this is a good one. So
3 or 4 times, I was just saying 3 or 4 times in my life, I've spoken the truth and people have come at me with weapons. One guy came at me with a machete. The other guy pulled a gun on me. The next guy came at me once again, it was a machete he had. So I recognize that people have these violent and adverse responses to truth. This is where faith comes in truth. You're speaking the truth. Are you willing to live with what you live with? Are you going to change what you live with to assimilate to someone's attitude? You decide that for yourself. I decide to live with what I live with. But I understand all of that stuff. I've experienced all that stuff. I didn't just start this last week. And there's some experiences I need to know about and all that. That's why I was saying about the guy that I did Boston. I just put his whole video on my live because I want people to see what he said. He said, screw the people. It ain't about the people. You speaking the truth ain't about other people and what they think about what you're saying and whether they believe you or not. That ain't got nothing to do with you speaking the truth. You're speaking the truth because that's your testimony on the Creator. And you've done your job. You can sit back. And if you think they're more powerful than the Creator, I don't know where you get that from. But if that's how you want to live like that, man. That's all I have to say. I mean, I don't know nothing else to add to that. I could just repeat the same thing over and over. It's the same thing. Some people will, some won't. Some will do it today, some won't do it till their next lifetime or something. Who cares? But as long as you do it, that's where your thing is. Are you in with the real deal? Not whether somebody believes you. People, I say it all the time. People on here all the time be like, I don't believe you, Wale. You lying. I'd be like, laugh, because why? I don't care if they think I'm lying. I know what I'm doing. I ain't lying, I'm speaking the truth. If you don't believe it or you think I'm lying, that's you, man. Do your thing. I can dig it.
Well, you said when you told the truth, the 3 or 4 times you told the brutal honest, you said they came to you with a weapon, man.
Sure. And I thought about first trying to change and just so that I calm them down and I didn't mean it, all that apologetic stuff. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? If I can't live on the truth, where am I gonna live? I can't live on eggshells. You know what I mean by living on eggshells?
Yep, I do.
You willing to live on eggshells? Because it's your choice.
Well, nah, you ain't living on eggshells, but like I say, it's a lot that come with the truth, man, especially when depending on who you talking to, King. Like you said, they came at you in a violent manner, so, you got to be prepared to handle whatever comes with, its cause and effect. You got to be willing to, because we don't know the reactions that these, different beings or entities or whatever's got going on within them is gonna pour out to be.
Sure.
The volatility level. I guess it depends on what type of truths we talking about.
I don't think it matters. I think what matters is whether a person, like the people who came at me with violence, they thought that would actually get me to change what I was saying. And when it didn't work, they had to leave that alone. They didn't actually shoot or swing a blade at me. They didn't actually do that. They attempted to bully or threaten me out of my position of truth. That's all they can do. They, that's what I see. But if somebody's, you ever been in this stuff and somebody act like they're gonna hit you and you jump, they just trying to check and see if you're scared, man. When you don't jump, they be like, oh, what's up? Now they don't know what to do. So I'm saying if you got faith, you don't jump, man. You don't scare easy. That's all. It's up to the individual. Like you said, everybody ain't built for this, man. I understand that. Everybody don't have my ancestral calling. Some do, some don't. I'm just talking to the ones that do. And the ones that don't, they know where we stand. Because I talk to Italians this way, I talk to Indians this way, I talk to Chinese and Japanese the same way. And I talk the same way to all of them the same way. If you like it, we could deal. If you don't like it, it's okay. Do your thing. It's just like that.
Okay. All right.
Get their opinion. Get somebody else. Get your opinion. Get somebody else's, perspective too.
Well, I put the link in the comments, man. I don't know if they scared to come up or what, man, or they just watching at work, or they might be at the gig or something, working or something, man. Or they just might be enjoying what's being said right now. It's there. It's definitely there. So here we go. Somebody finally came with something. Somebody's thumbs work. Somebody's thumbs can press the keyboard, ain't it, man? If you concentrate on building strong, solid men, they will create functional families. It's natural. Okay. What do you think about that, Rob? What do you think about that statement?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful, beautiful perspective.
Y'all feel free to come up. Let's get your perspectives, man. I got a few more questions, but, go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what Cosmic just came to my mind for some reason, I don't know. I was thinking that was, patriarchal. Yeah, that's patriarchal. But I was just thinking in my mind, something just flashed in my mind, which is a part of a statement I make every day, that I say the names the actual words I use are not English, so I don't see no reason to give you the actual words. But the translation goes like this: to the Creator, I salute you. No matter what nobody else calls you, or whatever they think they calling, as the Creator, they are calling you. So it doesn't matter when people say your truth, my truth. There's no such thing. It's just truth. And as long as you stand on that, you're in there.
Absolutely.
And no matter what religion or God you want to call, it's all going to go back to the Creator, because without the Creator, none of that stuff exists. That's just part of the creation. Whatever you can think of, whatever you know of, it's just part of the creation and where you want to stand with it. But the truth is experiential. That's what I was saying about Balsam's tape. He says that the truth is what you actually experience in creation. And then when you speak of it, you're testifying You're not repeating what, because he talks about, oh, you read in book and all that stuff. That's not the truth. That's something you read in a book, and now you're just saying it and repeating it, and an abject indoctrination. But when you experience a thing, that's when you testify. That's when you speak in truth. Otherwise, you just saying something you heard or something you read or something like that on TikTok or whatever, ever. That ain't true. You're not speaking truth at that moment. When you speak truth, you're talking about something that experientially, because it's a testimony to the experience of your experience in your relationship with the creation, created by the Creator. It's not a matter of books and all that. Well, how do you know what the true history is? You get it from your ancestors. You go to somebody else's ancestors to get yours. I mean, you can go and get their perspective on your ancestors, but to get the story of your ancestors from somebody else. Oh, I don't blame them if whatever they tell you is definitely going to be for their benefit. And if you go with it, it's up to you, baby. Do your thing. And I would suggest if you're going to go with somebody else's narrative or historical account of your people, check the world, because the entire world knows our people. People in China, Japan, all them places, they know our people centuries and generations ago. Check with everybody. Don't just check with the nearest person to you that tell you your people were enslaved by them, and then you just take on that personification. Check with the entire world. See what everybody's story says about you. Check with the Chinese 3,000 years, the Indians 3,000 years ago and stuff like that. Tell them to ask them in their 3,000, 4,000 years, what do they say about our people? And they'll tell you a different story. You just depending on somebody who's trying to enslave you and give you a narrative that you capitulate to. And I'm saying maybe the narrative is true, but don't you want to triangulate, get another opinion? Or you just take the first doctor opinion. You walk in with your knee hurt and he talking about you need cancer surgery. And so he scheduled you for 2 weeks and you just going to go in and get that? And you went in because your knee hurt? Don't you want to get a second opinion or maybe a third? Come on, dude. That just makes sense.
Absolutely. All right. Y'all, if y'all would like to come up to the panel, give some more input on, the Black Family Unit and or the truth as well. And like I say, I understand and I understand. Yes, you have to tell the truth, no matter what. I do get it. I really do. Like I said though, and I think you've articulated too as well. Depending on who you're talking to, depending on etc. And really, it really don't even really depend. It's gonna take something away from you every time. Every time you tell the truth, and then the goal of telling the truth is to to be applied to something, or maybe to make some type of revolution or revelation or some type of movement in spirit within the person. So like I'm saying, I get what you're saying. I completely agree with what you're saying. Look, you have to tell the truth. You have to develop trust. However, once we get in the mode of doing that, and we've been doing it for a minute, and like you said, if the people are rejecting it, that's not your people. However, sometimes you could be a person that started getting it early. You could be a person that got it at teenagers or young tween years or whatever. And then you forced to be around these people that don't get it. So you can't it's not like you could just go run away and just move out of your family spot and just be like, all right, they don't get this black sheep shit I'm talking or this other truth shit I'm talking. So what do? You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff, even with me, it came on when I was younger. And, 13, 14, 15, you know what I mean? Teenage years. You know, so sometimes, man, and not even sometimes, a lot of times, depending on especially that too, depending on the area you come up in, the area, the environment and stuff like that, man, you might get your ass killed telling the truth, G. I mean, let's be real now. You said you almost had an experience where people wanted to do violent harm to you because you told them the truth. So, I mean, again, this ain't no easy job. This is a dangerous thing. And then it depends on the truth you telling. And I know you say it don't matter, but I'm just saying, depending on the level of truth you telling, it could render different consequences or results. I'm just saying. So like you said, and I'm just agreeing with everything you saying, I'm just elevating it even more. That's why, like you said, thank goodness they didn't do something for you. You know what I mean? Do something to you. I mean, you chancing that, not being ready, you feel me? Because I know if I'm gonna tell the truth and I'm gonna shatter somebody's reality or I'm gonna whatever I'm gonna do, it's gonna cause some type of chemical reaction, a fight or flight, or some type of violent reaction. Then I gotta be smart enough to be prepared for whatever that reaction may be. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's an argument, whether, like you just said, they were about to resort to violence, and you know, I don't want to rely on the outside, like you saying there. I don't want to rely on the outside source outside of me to say, oh, well, I'm gonna have faith that this person don't shoot you. You gonna have faith that this person don't stab you up. You gonna have faith that this person don't even if you're telling this truth. So, I mean, I've seen instances where you could tell the truth and shit still happen to people. Now we talking about the street level. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, I get it. You know, I do understand what you're saying on the simplistic level. Like I said, it's just again, it's a lot of nuances that come with it. It just is. Like I said, if you stay in the hood, you telling some truths, again, your ass might get offed. Now ain't no more truth. You see? So that, to me, that's counterproductive. Now let's say you losing all these truth tellers. They getting put in the system. They getting put. Yeah. Okay. They getting put in the system. They getting put in another dimension, or they getting unalived or whatever. Damn, now, you know, people gonna start to not really want to tell the truth as much. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes a lot of other factors do matter. I'm just saying. Let's say if like back in the days when I was coming up, you know, 70s, 80s. Man, when that gang stuff was going on, you go out there and tell some of them dudes that were bang. Now, I ain't talking about the original gangs. I'm talking about the ones when they got infiltrated. You go out there telling them, and even some of these dudes now, you go out there to what they call them YNs now, yeah. You go out there telling them, man, yeah, you should do, man, you might not make it off that block. You might not make it off that block. I'm serious, bro. It ain't like back when the Black Panthers and all of that, even though we know that's going on now. I'm talking about the 60s and 70s when it was more, you know, we had a lot more love for each other, and, you know, we respected the elders, you know, even if the elders were wrong, just because we respect you don't mean you correct all the time. We got to get that correct too. You know what I'm saying? We can't blend both of those together. But, so yeah, we even the street level back in the days, they had enough respect to say, all right, we not shooting at the old people, or we not, you know, we not going whatever. We gonna make sure we get our targets. We not just gonna shoot up the whole neighborhood, you feel me, and put a whole bunch of innocent lives at stake, you feel me. Now, oh man. So I mean, you know, and when I say black family, y'all, I mean, like, it doesn't have to be your born family. It could be your family that you created yourself, you know, as far as whether it be through marriage, what they call marriage, or engagement or whatever have you, or producing children or star seeds, or it could just be in alignment, in consciousness, or craft, or creativity, or career. You feel what I'm saying? And you develop a kinship, and then you become, I guess, what they call family over time. You see what I mean? So, yeah. Do y'all got anything in them comments, y'all? Cause there's 14 of y'all watching. We don't want to be just two of us just up here. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna have open panel, y'all. We could get some type of, you know, some other variety of perspectives, y'all. Because like I said, depending on where you are, even if you say the black family unit, depending on where you are, like I say, if you look at from a projects perspective view, your shit is gonna be way different than if you looking from a cosmopolitan, never had to really struggle view. Because I'm serious. I mean, man, listen, when I say I'm out here and
do you have
the non-verbal communication reaction I get from black people when you approach them with your business or your business cards, fam, man, listen, or your product or your service, I'm telling you now.
Do you have siblings? Do you have siblings? You have siblings, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I was blessed with 5 siblings, and all of us are different. One of my siblings, it was heavily into the church, if not 2. One was into that other stuff about Buddhism. One was into something about not Jainism, but over that way, and I forget how I put it, because I was so young at the time, I didn't even know what the heck he was talking about. But what I'm saying is, in one house, in one family, in one lineage, in one generation, we all had different perspectives. And I know when people think they're gonna all have the same perspective just because of this, that, or the other, I don't see that. Especially when I look at just the small number of my family, the people I knew intimately and grew up with. And we all had different perspectives. We had the same mother and father. We grew up in the same house. But we have, even now, we have different perspectives to the point if you ask the question, we'll answer it different. All of us gonna answer it differently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I don't know what you're looking for with that. Everybody got to have the same thing. I don't see that. And some of these children, we got to build our own society or be willing to admit our own society exists. Naturally speaking, we have people who are ahead of others. And we have people who are, one guy told me, he said, look, I don't want to do no business. You tell me what to do and I go do it. That was his mentality. He wasn't nothing I could call a bad name. That was where his position and disposition put him. And so when I said, okay, I need this to do, will you go do this or go do that? And we made arrangements for his employment, and he was happy. He didn't want to be in no business. He didn't want to share no profit and all. He said, no, he just want to do his work and go home. Tell him what he need to do, pay him his money, and he'll see you later. And that's how I dealt with it. So I'm just saying, some people deal on that level. That's where they want to be. We have to allow people to be where they are and then work with them where they are. I'm not trying to always bring people up to my understanding or I don't care about that. As long as you're speaking the truth, you don't need to understand nothing to understand. We understand truth. That's all we need in common. Let's move. How we going to do this? That's all. Then when you got truth, you got trust. You can, back in the day, family was like 50, 90 people. Then those were the ones we knew. We had 5 cousins out of this one, 8 cousins over there, 3 cousins over there. They had cousins because they got cousins. We all got cousins. Everybody, well, you know, you been over there? Yeah, you cousin over there. Where he at? Give me his number. I'll go check him. We had family everywhere. Now we only got family if that's your sister or your brother. Like, you know, we didn't confine ourselves by defining ourselves. We have confined ourselves. And we constantly doing it. We seem to be, we seem to be constantly doing it. I ain't saying necessarily we are. I say we seem to be doing it.
Well, I think a lot of us get caught up in the can it be so also simple days and the euphoria days when it was fruit trees and just a lot of shit just made sense. You understand me? Black towns made sense. Like a lot of things just made sense. A lot of things went together. And yes, I do to a degree, expect people to have one common frequency of thought when it comes to us doing whatever we're doing. That's the only way you can get shit done effectively. That's the only way they had black towns. That's the only way they were circling, or whatever we want to call them, whatever term we want to use. That's the only way they were circling the monies for years, because they had to have some type of code of conduct. They had to have some type of thought process that was saying, hey, before you do anything else, you need to be spending your money with the shoe man, the whoever, you know what I'm saying, before this money go out of the state. I mean, out of the town or whatever, out of our county or whatever. So to me, I think we actually do need more of a line code in thought process. To me, I mean, if you got some people, well, a lot more now because it's going viral, but when you got some people and a lot of people saying we should shop with each other, we should just shop with each other. Now, then you're getting the technicalities of people saying, I'm not going to shop. I've literally heard this on a black app, on a black owned app. I'm going to say that one more time. On a black owned app. Earth, haven't I heard that plenty of times? I ain't going to shop with them just because they black. So you see the shit I'm talking about? So they ignore that that's there, and they keep telling them you should shop with them because now we get into the semantical stuff of, well, what if they don't have good products? What if they products and service? So we're thinking they're saying you should just shop black. We're thinking they have enough discernment to receive, well, yes, if they have good products and services. You don't want a terrible experience, without being said. But some people don't receive that. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't have that discernment enough to say, okay, I know what he's saying and I know what he means as well under all of that. So I'm just saying, man, we are definitely divided. Again, you have a lot of truth tellers that's versus the ones that still asleep. Now you have different tiers of sleep. You have the ones that's stumbling and figuring it out. You have the ones that are comfortable within their sleep or slumber or indoctrination or coma or whatever it is. You have the ones that are working for whoever to keep them under that. Do you see what I'm saying? And so now you got tiers on the other side. You got tiers of truth tellers. So you got the ones that's, like you say, you've been doing this for years among a lot of others, man. You feel me? And you getting death threats. You get all these track record of truth tellers. A lot of them not around. And we need them now, don't we? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, yes, we got to tell the truth, but we got to be able to protect the truth tellers. I mean,
I wasn't around up to 2 years ago because I went into Hermitage. I didn't see. I was at the place that you're talking about. I went through all of that shit for decades, not just years, decades. Done everything I know, and then I've seen how the people respond to the reality of the day, and I realized I must circumvent my own execution. And no one else seemed to be interested in that, so I must apply my own remedy. And so, so now then that I'm speaking on these things now is because I have applied my own remedy. And so that's what I was. It's more in depth than maybe the fathomage of most people, because you got to walk at least a while before you know what a place is like. You can't just look at a video and say, "Oh, I know what that place like." Not really. You don't know what it smells like. You don't know what it tastes like. You don't know what it sound like. All you saw was a video. So that's what I mean about the truth too. You just. You're not true, man. Come on. Truth is, at least you got to be it's part of your experience. But I mean, you can handle it.
Yes.
I think you can handle it, but I think everybody can handle it. Some of us, we have a hierarchy within ourselves that we don't recognize because we don't recognize ourselves as a nation. We don't. You understand what I'm saying? We are already a nation that don't recognize itself as a nation, and as such, we don't behave as a nation. We're not recognizing our children, our elders, our nobody in our own nation to have any kind of position of authority. You only got the authority I give you. No, we don't have no a position of authority that comes down through our traditions and our culture. Everything got to be like, well, we go by somebody else's culture to determine what we're going to do and how we're going to react. And we don't even look at our own advancement on how we think about how we're going to produce.
So he's like a... Okay. I just don't want you to get so worked up to where it's like I've seen so many. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that they caught doing this or that, or they were scammers. I'm talking about the true ones. I've seen so many of them fall. So many of them come and go. So many of them get swallowed, or get framed, or undermined, or sabotaged by the. I'm telling you, Wale G. I completely get what you're saying. I'm telling you, I do. I'm so serious. It's just a lot happens when you tell the unfiltered truth, especially nowadays. A lot of other factors factor in as well that I didn't even say. I said environmental, but then you got to get down to what's within the environment. We have AI. We've been having propaganda, but now it's just at a what do you call that? A microwavable level. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about microwave warp speed level. It's just so many other factors that's gonna. Now you have those in there now to where you could tell people something that's the whatever. They can have something that's completely contradicting what you saying, depending on what they read on their news feed. That's what I'm saying. You have so many things altering people's consciousness and subconscious, depending on who we talking to. And then a lot of it's the truth too. It's a lot of great content coming out with content creators and what they want to say. People that's putting out authentic things that, I mean, really it don't really matter what level of comprehension that you at, that it just got to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Do you see what I'm saying? But again, we know things that are obvious to most, you still have those few that it's not, and like you say, that's not who it's for. However, sometimes you run, or a lot of times you run into a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? Group economics don't just like that. That's another thing. Group economics or collective or cooperative economics, that it just doesn't sound sexy. It doesn't sound fun. It sounds boring. You know what I mean? And so most it's just not. You know we should circulate the money more, but it just don't sound sexy. It don't sound fun. It don't sound like whatever, or it don't feel like it, or it's not presented like it. So
somebody say what? Well, so check this out. When somebody say, well, what do you mean by group economics? You say a financial orgy. That's gotta be sexy.
I like that. I like that one. That was great. That was excellent right there. He said a financial orgy. Hopefully we ain't got the children listening or Starseed. But yeah, man, I like that. I'm gonna add that to the tool belt. You know what I mean? To the belt right there. But yeah, man. All right, y'all. The Black Family Unit, y'all. Where we at with it, man? We got any comments? We have no comments. Y'all don't want to come up and spit something on something. Well, let me get them a questions. Hold on, y'all. See if we got something else in here that we can get. You know, we can get y'all to get on up here to the pen. Some of y'all probably still at work. I know. I understand. I might start doing the live streams a little bit later, about 7:30 or something like that. That's just like I saw a lot of stuff on TikTok. People say, man, we all should just stop working. And it completely makes sense to me. However, it's 100,000,000 black people. And you know, I swear, that's what I'm telling them. Even though it's the truth, and of course you got to add a little something on it. We should stop working for the system. But at the same time, I get what I'm saying. It's about discernment and understanding what a person is saying.
Right.
So I knew what they were saying. You see what I'm saying? But most people, when they hear we should stop working for the system, man, fam. Well, what we gonna do? Well, what we gonna? You've heard it on this panel. Unfortunately, a lot of different shows. Well, they go into the what are we gonna do mode. Well, where we gonna get this or where we gonna get that? Earth, we got so many. That's why we're gonna do a Black Business Saturday on Saturday. Go ahead, Wale.
I have already answered both those questions down to the whole thing. I've answered both those questions. What we gonna do, what to do, all that stuff. See, we deal in a lot of. I'm gonna go ahead and post this while I speak. Right. A lot of time we deal in the negative. We gotta stop doing this. That's negative thought. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like just using science, man. Because what I do, I call it voodoo. But I learned voodoo is a science. It's one of the sublime science, right? So when you stop in something, that takes energy. You spending a lot of energy stopping. Am I correct or not? I mean, people who know these equations about energy and all that stuff, they be figuring out on little pieces of paper. They're going to tell you the same thing. It takes energy to stop anything that's already moving. Why are you going to do that? Take that same energy and start making something. Screw stopping something. Just turn that same energy that you're already using into making something. And the people who make no thing of value are thought of as valueless. We should all recognize that the people who make no thing of value are thought of as valueless. That's a truth. That's why the Chinese getting over. That's why everybody want the German car. Because why? They make something of value. And people say, oh, you make that? Yeah, we make that. Oh, man, that's a German. That's a whoever. That's a this or that or the other. You already know. This ain't new to the world, what I'm saying. We've been doing it for eons. You make something, you grow something. What we gonna eat? Grow something. When you were saying I got fruit all over my yard that's growing. I got this tree and that tree. I put out 5 trees last week into the ground. The little trees, I grew them from seeds. If you buy anything like a watermelon or orange, or I don't care what you buy, and it don't have seeds in it, what are you doing? You're the one killing yourself. Because first off, a fruit without seeds is, guess what? Not a fruit. That's the definition of a fruit. It must have seeds. So you are eating something that you know is not even a fruit, thinking you're eating. You just see that's you know, I don't know what to call that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let you describe what that is. But what I will say is you got to make something in order to be in the game, people. You don't make nothing, you ain't in the game. Make something. I don't care what it is. People know, let's boycott. Let's not go to the Chinese for this and that. Well, where you going to get it from? You going to make it yourself? I recommend you make it yourself. Or go to my business. What is your business? Oh, I sell this and I sell this. Well, who makes the thing that you sell? Do you make the thing that you sell? No. Well, who makes it? Oh, the Chinese. Well, them, I'm just buying through them secondhand through you. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Are we acting like adults, or we acting like, like ignorant children? I mean, you figure it out and say, I mean, maybe the words I'm using are too harsh, or maybe the words I'm using are just absolutely incorrect. Just tell me the better words or the better description, and I'll consider it. Please.
Nah, I mean, everything you're saying is correct. A lot, a lot of us, a lot of black people, are making a whole lot of stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, um, now how it's being interconnected. That might be the next question. Like, how is all of these things coming together to form some type of ecosystem or a pipeline, to where you can or systems or create your own systems of pipelines. I think we have a whole lot of great businesses. You can see that on IG and TikTok and different places. Oh, and people that's actually manufacturing and they're doing different things. I forgot the lady in Detroit that's doing the tea. She got a manufacturing thing over there. Black couple, melanated, copper tone, brown, etc. couple. So it's just, are we having that interconnectivity to where we can scale up to a massive, massive scale? That's I think where the underlining situations is. A lot of entrepreneurs or companies or businesses or mom and pops, even melanin and black ones that's been open for a lot of years, they closed. Matter of fact, what is it, Intellectual Minds or something to do with the black card, Urban Intellects? He got a what? He said, what he said, something because of the funding or something, whatever. He been for like 40 years. 40 years. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. So I'm not even talking about just fresh start businesses. I'm talking about people that's been in the game for a minute. And they're having to close up their shop or close up their business or their product or service or their online stores or whatever varieties that they have because of whatever stuff is, maybe the tariffs, maybe the inflation, maybe the whatever else is going on affecting the bottom line, or their cost of their supplies, or it's so much that goes into. That's another thing with the financial literacy in businesses is levels to financial literacy. We most of the time don't get to the scale of big companies, or even I got to do a show about that, the life of an entrepreneur. Like, when supplies, like you were saying, Wale, if we don't have like we say a black town or different black towns where we can get the stuff for the low light to move, or Alibaba, if we can go get it from our homies or whoever we know, then it's almost like we kind of forced to outsource it, at least for that moment, until we can get in alignment with the maybe source that looks like us. And then a lot of times it's industries we just not in. We're just not yet in manufacturing it yet. What we got? Peace, King. Hope all is well. We got somebody else on the stage. What's up? How we feel?
Hey, Shalom. Peace and Black Power, family, to everybody on the stage,
Peace, King.
the chat. Speak with all of you.
One love.
Oh, what's going on, Wale? Shalom, brother.
Life is good, man. Who this?
Saint Swarthy.
Say that again.
Saint Swarthy.
Oh, Swarthy. Okay, yeah.
I think 3D printers make a lot of things possible for us as far as production of certain materials and pieces we may need to, establish a cultural infrastructure. I think this particular time we live in history, where technology is, obviously the emergence of AI, I think we're in the best position that we've been in since we've been in America to establish some unity and some prosperity and some tangible things that's exclusive to us, without being negative or disrespectful to any other group of people. So I think that we can focus on ourselves. I think there's a way we can go about practicing homogeny without being labeled as being racist, because when you encourage Black people to come together, there's a small group of individuals outside of the Black community as well as inside of the Black community that have a certain level of fear about something like that. So they instantly have to demonize the idea of Black unity and a Black community, because of how long people have taken advantage of Black people in America. So I think it's just being strong and finding unique ways to articulate our stance in a way that can't be demonized. But I think with the advancements in science, engineering, and technology, whether you're somebody that's of a faith, or even if you're somebody that's not and you're atheist, or you just have a different practice, there are three fundamental things that we can agree on as Black people that don't conflict, that doesn't collide with our ideology. So self-preservation, financial unification, and homogeny are three things that we can practice. I think it's important to be respectful of Black people who trust matriarchal leadership. I think it's important to be respectful of Black people who trust patriarchal leadership. And I also think it's imperative and important that we create a space of respect for Black people who believe in an egalitarian form of leadership, which is to trust both the man and woman to lead as co-leaders, as opposed to putting one over the other. So I do think it's important for us to have leaders in all those communities that are honest and deal with great integrity and sincerely want to see the best for Black people. So, you know, the ball's in our court. You know, Black people, we can do it, man. And instead of having a pessimistic viewpoint or vibration towards us doing it, it's time for us to see the potential and the positive, and it's time for us to put optimism in front, and it's time for us to abandon pessimism and have the mindset and idea that we certainly can accomplish and do whatever we put our minds to. So, you know, I don't want to be too long-winded, but I want to contribute something to the conversation that was meaningful.
I say bravo, bravo, bravo. I agree 100%. And a youth taught me this. When you're optimistic, when something happens, you look on the bright side. And when you're pessimistic, the same thing can happen, and you look on the negative side. So just by being optimistic, you look on the positive side, and you'll find the positivity in the movement and move forward in positivity. I think it's beautiful. I'm just saying, I just learned that from a youth, though. I'm just saying, I think being optimistic is far superior to pessimism, and it, because pessimism is usually, I don't know, but it's also accompanied by fear, and we don't want that either, do we?
No, we want to believe that we can manufacture our own cars, that we can establish and run our own big box office retail.
But I think that's happening with the cars in Atlanta, right, King? Part and stuff. Isn't that happening in Atlanta with the I forgot the name of the melanin, the brother that's doing the cars right there in Atlanta. What's the name of his damn? Let me go look it up. I think we're doing that already. Hold on.
No, we're doing. This is what I'm saying. We're doing it again. In the 1800s, the late 1800s, we niggas were making cars that were electric cars. We're not behind. We're not behind. We lapping. We so far in front, we coming up from behind. And it appears to people who don't know that, oh yeah, we behind. No, we not. We coming up from behind because we are lapping. We on another lap. That's why this guy said when he first came on, it's a good time, the best time, and all that stuff. I don't see that way, because in 100 years or so ago, 120, I think it's 140. I forget how long it takes us to lap. But this is our cultural lap. When you know your own culture, you'll know the lap speed of your own culture and stuff. And by doing that, you can know the lap speed of other cultures, because they lapping too. But they moving at a different rate than we moving at. So I'm just saying, when we lapping people, we can come up with this stuff yesterday, because we done did it before. How many times? So what we're doing is we're going through the system, we lapping. And right now we're coming back to the front again. So people say, damn, they moving that fast, because we're going to fly by everybody. We already in a trajectory to fly by everybody in the next, what they said, about 2050. We've been in.
The Black Renaissance is definitely coming. The world is.
Did you see that work Iran put out?
No.
Iran put out a Lego rap beat. I've been telling people that other countries, the other peoples, the other civilizations, the other histories know us. We're not new to the world. We just don't, we knew that ourselves, like a baby being born thinking everything they see is new. No, it's been there all the time. Some of that stuff is new. It got there yesterday, the day before you were born. It ain't old like it seems to be to you as a baby. And it's been there since I was born. Yes, maybe so. That's about it though. That don't make it what they call it, ancient or something like that. So I'm just, when we look at whatever we gonna look at, let's look at the world. Don't just look at one little piece of a state that they have imposed upon us and imposed their laws. They imposed their laws because some states were not slave states, some were. And the ones that wasn't, they had to fight about all that crap. Who cares? The thing is, we were in there, we were bound in their little controllable states. I'm saying now that we have the opportunity to check the world, and we've already had that opportunity, Coffee was the nigga named Coffee, the one that had the boats up in the New England area. Coffee, I think his name, they call it Coffee. But he had his own, him and his brother-in-law had their own their own shipping company. They owned ships, and they were moving ships across to Europe from America, of cargo and stuff like that. So that was in around 1776, around that era of time and stuff, because he was arrested by the British for moving something for the Americans. And he was arrested, I think, for 6 months, and then they released him or something like that. So that around that time, but even his story says that we were laughing. We had done that before. And so I'm saying we laughing then. When Marcus Garvey tried to go and laugh again, people were like, oh, we can't do that because ease of this, ease of that. We were laughing again because we had shipping boats going around the world like we did before. That's all it is. We just laughing. And right now we're arguing with each other about laughing again. We are holding ourselves back. No one else has the power to hold us back. No one else. We must hold ourselves back. There's no power on this planet that can hold us back. It doesn't exist.
Absolutely. Real quick, in Ohio, and I know it's more, in Ohio you had C.R. Patterson and Sons Company. That was the only African-American car company in Ohio. And then you have in Atlanta, you have Derrick Automotive. That's as far as currently we have Derrick Automotive. I might do a little show of Derrick Bailey, founder of Derrick Automotive. So if just for reference, y'all, we want to look that up. So hopefully, go ahead.
I want to point out something else too. That when we make products for the world. Because I'm just saying, when I was a youth, I knew a guy that had a Patterson. I don't know what year they got him and stuff, but he had, when I was in the 50s, he had a Patterson in the 50s and 60s. But the thing I'm saying is that we have to make products for the world. Like them guys are making cars. They don't care who buy the car. They're not advertising to us, oh, I'm making this just for colored people. No, I'm making it for the world. It's a product. I don't grow bananas just for colored people. I grow bananas for anybody who want to eat bananas. We have to grow things for the world. And by that point, we become valuable to the world. We can eclipse our own necessities because we didn't grow so much. We sell so much over our own necessities. We put that on the world market, man, so we can sell to the world. I don't make cosmetics just for, I make paper. I don't make paper just for colored people. I make paper for anybody who want papers. And looking at it from that point of view, instead of, why black people won't buy from me? Maybe you just need to make your product a worldwide, what they call it, a global, I don't know what it's called when you you know, when you're on a level of quality, you know what I mean? Make your stuff on a level of quality and people will buy it from you. That's how that goes. People buy quality. They don't say, oh, a nigga made this, I ain't gonna buy it. I don't think a nigga would do that. But, you know, they might. Because we have to improve our reputation. That's what I'm saying now. Our reputation is kind of low right now, to the point that even we don't speak up for it. We should speak up. I mean, make our reputation better. Be, you know, where people say, oh yeah, he said it. Yeah, well, you can count on that, baby. That's how we want people to respond to us in our world, and the world we want to build. It only takes a couple of years, maybe, to build that. You just have to start somewhere. It starts with the first step. Starts with one person. Everything starts there. It starts with the first step, and then you get to where you want to go. If you don't start, it'll never happen, I guarantee. I mean, it might happen, but, you know, it's not as seemly. But it might happen.
Okay, he said on these charges. Okay, all right, he coming back to the bill. So all right, no worries. Gratitude for the elevation. Real quick, y'all, let's do some quick infomercials, man. This small commercial break, infomercial break. Make sure y'all donate to Zayax, the movement, ASAP, man. I know y'all already know it. However, if you're new, if you're watching this from a far view, or if you just came across this today or whatever, or if you're gonna come across this in the future, once you know you play this back, make sure you donate ASAP. I mean, go check out Zayax, the movement, ASAP. Check out ZayaxInstitute.org, ASAP. Donate, whether it be dollars, donate your time, your expertise, your whatever have you. They definitely need that. They need some resources. They need different things. Salute to the team that's already doing that. They need it. Salute to everything that's going on with Zayax Institute. They got accreditation for I think Q Butter said 12 states. So they definitely moving, they definitely growing, and everything is flowing. We got Royals United. We got that's a melanated, copper tone, black, etc., indigenous, brown owned business and company. Y'all check that out. The memberships, the sponsorship packages, the ebooks, the AI courses, the different things of that nature. Our CFO, y'all heard him on the last show at the very end, John McClinton. He's going to be one of the board members over there in Texas for Zayax Institute. So make sure y'all check us out, man. That's what I was saying about the interconnection. That's all I was saying. It's great to have the ideas. We have to interconnect them. Then we have goldencrowns.app. That's a long line with Royals United. That is a melanated, black, copper tone, indigenous, etc. owned app. You know what I'm saying? We definitely, once again, I was saying last show, we definitely need your support, whether it be you creating your free account, test driving everything, and go from there. Let us know how we can improve. We in the beta testing. Is it called beta testing? Yeah, beta testing state. I'm glad I'm actually around somebody that's doing a lot of this, around somebody extra as well as Q and GA and etc. with John, with the different terminologies. Once you get into the IT space and the different things of that nature. Also, I'm gonna make that in a few minutes. We have our our newest addition, our newest idea, our newest creation. We have Black House Starseeds. All right, blackhouse.app. It's blackhouse.app. I'm gonna put it up in a second. You can check that out. So we got one for the adults, or the grown folks, or the whatever we want to say, and then we got one for the starseeds, the teenagers, the tweens, etc. So we got the video games on there. We got the Black Facts on there. You're definitely gonna want to check that out. So please get them to check that out. And like I said, and let us know how we can improve it. And we definitely want to shop it to us first. Of course, we're going to shop it to the world. However, we getting our critiquing from most of the people that we know around us, which most of them look like us. So that's Black House right there. That app, check that out as soon as you can. Gratitude. Go up there with your your starseeds and your youth and your teenagers, etc. And just check it out. We got the place where you can post things. They got the audio room, the music room. If they I think they call them kidpreneurs. If you have a child entrepreneur or a starseed entrepreneur, post their products and services and put your price and different things in the marketplace over there on Black House Starseeds or Black House app, but it's Black House Starseeds. That's the overall name of it. Okay, so gratitude for the small infomercial, y'all, and hopefully we'll have the I think his name was Saint or something like that back to do along with the build or whatever have you, that we're going on the Black Family Unit, y'all. So that's one of the biggest things right there. I would say, as far as the one question I saw, let me see, where is that? Let me get back to the question there, because I was over there on YouTube. Okay, it was what was it? Let me scroll up. Gratitude for your patience, y'all. Okay, what values should every etc. family pass down or pass forward, etc.? I would say definitely skills, different skill sets, whether it be social skills, whether it be creative skills, whether it be industry skills. I salute to, I call her Mama Vernon. She don't know I call her that. I ain't never met her in person yet, but it's this melanin Coppertone indigenous sister named Vernon. Hold on, let me see. Etiquette coach. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get her name because we want to. I would love to see her as part of Zayax or something, because that would be excellent. Her name is. I'm on her page now. Jackie Vernon Thompson. Jackie Vernon Thompson. She is called From the Inside Out School of Etiquette. That is a etiquette training school. It's all about etiquette. So she's a professional etiquette coach. I saw a lot of her material. Her material is phenomenal. She trains other melanin, Coppertone, indigenous, Black, etc., African American, etc., people to be etiquette coaches as well. So you can, she has workshops and different things of that nature that you can check out. That and like I said, we can get our daughters into the etiquette. We can get our young Laharus into the etiquette, different things of that nature. Those different skills I was saying. If they're gonna be in the business field, if they're gonna be if they're gonna be in some sort of system industry type of thing, we know. They have to just have certain way, just certain things to be able to make the situations or different opportunities benefit them more. So that's definitely somebody else that you might want to check out as well. So, but yeah, I would say the values passed down. I would say knowledge yourself, man. Like whatever variety that looks like, as far as whatever maybe your ancestry, a lot of the great things they did. See things beyond the slavery story. So I would say the right knowledge of self, the right things. I would say people to create their own traditions or create new traditions, or something that's not of the same, just the same rigmarole, the same thing that's been going on, for so long, just so many years, so many so long, so many generations. Just set the tone doing something else. I see a lot of people do Kwanzaa, some people doing different things now. They're not doing the traditional Christmas. So at least, some people are doing one step at a time or one phase at a time. So that's what I'm saying. They're phasing themselves out of it. Do you see what I mean? So I would definitely say that, but just create your own. If you have to do holidays or quote unquote call them special occasions, then just create your own special occasions, whatever name is going to be called. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's something simple that can be done. I would definitely say more for the ones that, get it, and the ones that are open to it, more family meetings. Now, being that we have a lot of this technology at our disposal, we can do video calls such as on Golden Crowns or Zoom or other different places. But yeah, we have the video room on Golden Crowns. You can talk to your family, see them on video. I know they have them on other platforms, but we want to support our own stuff, right? And interconnect with our own stuff to help it scale. And participation helps it scale. Of course, the other finances and things too. So I would definitely say knowledge yourself, more self-awareness. I would say better diet traditions, and nutritional traditions. If like my Earth Pops, whatever, he came up, like I said, with the chitlins and the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just a lot of definitely changing up a lot of nutritional traditions. Let me see. Be more open to conspiracy theory stuff, depending on what it is. Now, that's the first step, that they're just open to something outside of the norm of their reality, or if it's an indoctrinated reality or whatever have you. So once they have that first step of, somebody said it was a conspiracy theory. Now, if they're open to say, okay, I'm willing to see, does it make sense to me, or later on, will I grasp it amongst my other research? Now, if you have those type around, or those type you align with, then definitely, some you can spoon feed, some going to say, just go ahead and just go ahead and just take me to the whatever, the whatever tough information you got, just come on with it. So I would definitely say that, definitely change the reality of a lot of things we're doing. Had to get a sip real quick. Economically, I mean, being that, this environment is on this side, as far as this landmass is currently set up the way it is, being able to, like, that's what we were saying about the family meetings. Like I said, whether it be on stuff like Golden Crowns or Zoom, you have those family meetings, and then we just make sure we have a plan. And then I think they say itinerary or agenda, something, mission statement, whatever variety of stuff you need in those things for it to be organized and it can flow smoothly. Definitely have those, maybe whatever your availability that fits your scenario or circumstance. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, definitely discuss as far as with the youth. Let's get over there a little bit. With the youth, I would definitely say, and it's happening, but however we want it to happen more, I would say get them on entrepreneurship way earlier, and in harnessing their creative abilities and nurturing it into, or fostering it, or whatever we want to put there, and it into a business or a brand or something that they can offer to the community or to the world, etc. So I would say definitely get them in the financing earlier, banking earlier, the terminologies with it, just different things, all the way up to once they mature up to the stock exchange, and it's everything. Just give them, whatever fits your youth, your teenagers, your tweens, your grandchildren, your whoever, whatever that is, And you know how fast they can decipher this stuff and comprehend this stuff. I don't mean to run on y'all, but I just wanted to get something out that was gonna be some type of so someone may hear it and be like, oh, okay, I like that thing, and you know, whatever. Okay, so I would definitely say, and then I would say, let's study more, man. Let's be more financially savvy. Let's be more financially literate. Let's be more financially sharp on investing, doing our due diligence. You know, let's being able to do our due diligence way more on, you know, just certain investments, certain things, being able to have that financial discipline, figuring out whatever your recipe is for financial discipline. So whatever that looks like, well, Cosmic, what does that look like? Whatever that, you know, whatever that way is for you to, like, you know, stack that particular capital for that goal, or to get that inventory, or to invest in this thing, or to make this move. And then in the midst of that, in the midst of stacking the money and the other stuff, we got to make sure that's when we do our due diligence on the research. We look up the reviews, we look up the Better Business Bureau stuff, or the whatever other stuff. In the midst of all of the stacking of the money, that's when we do all our research and we gather all our recon, intel, data, whatever you want to put there. What else we got? Man. Okay, this an excellent one, because I'm just really going off the fly. I would say more family compounds, be, you know, definitely think about though along those lines of whatever that looks like in your particular reality. When I say, what does he mean by family compounds? You get some land, whatever area of acres that is, wherever that is located, okay, and then you get your, okay, now in the midst of you getting your land, you know what I'm saying, or your area, you're gonna have a blueprint in mind. You see, you look up different blueprints, you look up different for that particular area. Okay, what is the soil like? What are the natural resources I can use in order to lessen or decrease, or whatever word we want to put there, my overhead expenses? You know, do they have, like Georgia, do they have clay where I can, okay, if I purchase inexpensive brick machine now, right now I can cut a lot of costs. You know what I'm saying? And then this is when we in a lot. Then also, this is the important part. Once I learn how to run videos over here, I'm gonna show y'all that video, because it's only 8 minutes, so it's not like an hour or 2 hour long. Pause. 2 hour duration. It was the Jewish Economic Circle video, which we already know. We've done that for ancient time and years, the Susu and etc. So he was just basically explaining it in their terms as far as a visual presentation. So let me see, where was we at with the family compound? The family compound, and make sure it's to where you have everything you want and need. Now, your needs are, we should know what that is. We need a food source. We need a water source. We need a, you see what I'm saying? Now, as far as want, we can have our own store on the land. We can have our own, what would we call, novelty store, our own little, you know, we can have a space where we can create for events. That's where the revenue, or how are we going to make money? That's where the revenue comes in. That you create an event space where people can throw pop-ups, festivals, different things of that nature. Yeah, I've been studying this stuff so long. You know what I mean? This is my thing right here. So yeah. As far as the trust, and as far as now I'm not talking about the characteristic of trust. I'm talking about the paperwork trust, like the paperwork stuff. Make sure you have on your team. Let me get to that part. Small part over there. Get to and make sure you're keeping up with this, or just rewind this and whatever you need to do. Make sure everybody has a superpower or a specialty. So if and everybody just play their role until you learn something new. Meaning, if you're the family person that knows how to write grants, if you know how to do the paperwork stuff, to write up the trust and all of the stuff, that's your department. You feel me? That's your thing. And that's another way to get the revenue too. If you got the person that know how to write for the grants and do that, that's revenue. You feel me? Okay. So now you got that person that's just strictly goddamn in charge of dispersing, per paperwork or the whatever name you're going to put with that person or people. So once you have that covered, so that's the paperwork side, that's the analogical trust and the other stuff, there's the stuff, all of the stuff that you need to get covered. So once we got that important side, so they aren't any other outside entities, is not as easy to do stuff. You feel me? The paperwork end anyway. Now, I would say have someone that specializes in self-defense. Uncle somebody, granddaddy somebody, brother Malone, brother somebody. You see what I'm saying? Have them. If they're part of the family, great. If they're friend of the family, great. If they're associate of the family, great. If you know somebody that's a homie, whatever, okay, great. Get them, and even if you have to say, well, we don't really have that. Okay, word. So now you find your local Black Panther or different gun club or different organization, and you say, hey, how much would it cost for you to come out and have a self-defense workshop? Now, guess what that is? On your land, that is what? Another revenue stream. So not only are they teaching you, right? If you shoot the deal correctly and you say, hey, man, I got all of this. We got all this land in this space every other weekend, man. We would love to do some self-defense workshops with the women. You got some of them for the women. You got some of them for the elders. You got some of them for the children. You got some of them for the family members and the couples. And we could just specialize in all different ones. That's a potential revenue, right? And this is all on the family compound now, remember? Okay. So now we didn't get to, because people always say, well, bro, how we going to make money? Bro, how we going to make money? So that's two things. I need you to keep up with me. Now, if we have a general store meaning like that's the equivalent to a dollar store, a Family Dollar, a Dollar General, a whatever you have that is in your proximity that you literally know what I'm talking about. So we have a general store, or you can call it a variety store. So then that way, it doesn't matter what's in there because we can get it as long as it's selling, right? And then you could say, hey, just like that's why I was saying about big box stores and different things. I know I'm going on and on. It just came, the uploads and downloads is there. So let me give you this and I'm gonna give it a break in a second. Let me see. Big box stores and me watching business stuff, Shark Tank and business stuff. Shelf space. Let me say it one more time. Shelf space in your store, in your general store, in your variety store, shelf space. So you're going to put your food, your products, the food you're growing. Of course, you're going to put, just like the Amish, you're going to put your stuff there first, of course. However, guess what we can do? We can have other melanin, black, copper tone, indigenous companies or whoever rent shelf space and put their products and services there. You figure out if you want to do a consignment, you figure out how you figure all that out. You see what I'm saying? That's your figure out. Okay. So that's 3 revenues. Now, some of this is going to be passive. Some of this is going to be residual. Some of this is going to be immediate. So we need all 3 of those, right? And then at each tier of those, you're going to have multiplicities of ideas in each tier. Okay. I need you to keep up with me now. Okay, here we go. So now, when you got your variety store or watch this. Now, if you get with your gun club, if you get with your say, hey man, we're willing to come together with y'all to rent maybe a small space. If y'all got maybe 10, 20 acres, 5, 20, 30, to if y'all want to build a a firearm store. Hey, self-defense guys. Hey, gun club guys. Hey, we'll Help, we supplying the land. Hell, that's already enough. However, we'll come up with a few dollars and we want to create. It don't even got to be a big ass space. We want to make this startup self-defense all around store. You see what I'm saying? So now that's a whole nother revenue that's coming in with that. All right. So now let's get over to the agricultural side. Okay. So we should know, just like what Wale was saying earlier, in his front yard, but everybody's stuff ain't just, that natural and just falling, natural. So for the ones that got to work a little bit, again, when we growing our stuff, we watched the YouTubes, we went to the workshops, we we figured out the recipe to get it done and the scientific stuff to get it done. Okay, we're growing our food. If you into meat, okay, you got your own livestock. You figured out how to do that. So now, with that, you package your stuff, right? You get you a packaging machine. You package your stuff. You now your variety store is gonna have everything. It's gonna have some frozen stuff, some novelty stuff, some hygiene stuff, some everything. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be all produced and pushed out and pumped out by you. Now, as far as outsourcing, who now watch this. Now this is a whole nother level of the whatever have you. I know I'm missing a few other spaces, but just come on with me. Hold on, let me get a sip. Okay. Then we get to the joint of distribution. Okay. So depending on who you are, you can start off with the small farmers market. You can start off, do you want to start off with the black lady that the black farmers, however you want to do that, distribution. Now, once we get to pumping out whatever we producing on the agriculture, whatever we producing on the whatever, people are going to want the products that are out of the state and out of the country. They're going to want to consume these products and these services, right? Okay, so now we got to figure out how and what's the way that we can capitalize the most on how we do the import export of our products and services. We want to make sure we can get as much as that revenue coming into the family compound as possible. So we want to be able to package it. We want to be able to bust it down or whatever, if it's herbs, if it's meat, is whatever it is. We want to be able to bust it down, right? So we want to have a facility, a small, it could be 1,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet, whatever. We want to have a facility to be able to process these things, okay? To be able to process these things. I've been seeing viral the toilet paper maker machine, but let me stay on goddamn topic. So that facility is literally just for machines and equipment to pump out your products. That I don't care if it's a shed, I don't care if it's a trip, whatever it is you have in your brain that you see in your mind's eye, I'm saying this, whatever that is, circle that. And that right there is going to be your facility where you're going to have whatever variety of machines that you're going to have, so you can process it, you can package it, and hopefully if you can get your own shipping going, that's the only money that might be going out as far as paying for the shipping. You know what I mean? So that's the only piece of money that might be the thing of, the shipping and the, but the other revenue was coming in. So I would say definitely knowledge yourself, definitely that family compound, definitely meet more family meetings virtually, in person, etc. Make sure when you come, in parentheses, make sure when you come to the meeting or the gathering or whatever the hell y'all gonna call it, make sure that you have some sort of prerequisite questions or whatever, that we're gonna pre-agenda in direction that you're gonna go in, so you can keep everything flowing smoothly. Definitely discuss finances more. If you are at whatever level you in, of course you want to elevate your levels, so that way you can teach more and reach more. You understand me? Well, there's people around you, your youth, your star seeds, whatever. So definitely getting okay, go over to the star seed, getting the star seeds into the entrepreneurship, the financial side, the way they can turn their ideas into revenue or stream, or it can, of course, it's going to help people as well, whether it be enjoyment, whether it's health wise, nutrition, whatever it's going to be. We get that part. However, just them being able to create it as a brand, overstanding the terminology, overstanding investment, overstanding sweat equity, getting price points, seeing market values, different things. They're gonna like, if they're really doing it, then we really gotta discuss as they get to that part. You see what I'm saying? Now again, a lot of this stuff may feel like it's boring, so make sure you make it fun, okay? Make sure, if you gotta make it into a song, if you gotta make it into a goddamn game, I don't care what you do. You feel me? Just figure it out. Make it into a board game. Make it to a question game. I don't care. Whatever you gotta do, just make sure it gets rolling. Let me see.
I was just thinking about the game. I was just thinking about what you said about the game. But when you were just talking about how to do things, I was thinking of Monopoly. And then you started saying, make it a game. Because Monopoly was a game that taught about rents and stuff like that, how that stuff go on the rents. And what the other stuff they did, interest, rates of interest and stuff. You can learn that from Monopoly. So I thought that was very interesting that you said game, because that's very, appropriate to use games, just like you're saying.
Absolutely, gratitude for that. And I think they got the Black Wall Street Monopoly, or I gotta go look it up specifically, because it's another board game I think it's called a Black Wall Street or the Black something Monopoly. It's something. And I know Derek Grace has the home banking board game. Either somebody keep taking my damn game. So this time when I get a copy of that game, the home banking board game, fam, I'm going to make sure I hide it in a good place, a great place, because people keep taking the damn game. So, yeah, we have different now as far as the black, the melanated, copper tone, indigenous, brown, African American, etc. Sides of the board games, we have those different people that's out there with the different board games as well. So that's what I'm saying. That's why we're going to do on some Saturdays or Saturday, we're going to do the Black business or whatever we're going to call it, melanated, brown, whatever we're going to call it, business day, where we're just putting out the resources, we're putting out where the plugs are at, we're putting out where the manufacturing is, we're putting out where the whatever it is at. You need the AI people, you need the advertising. I'm gonna get to your comment in a second, I'm not ignoring you. The AI, you need the training, you need the da-da-da-da-da. We're going to do that. Also, they do have a lot of hubs that do have that. You got the We Buy Black. You have the different. You just got to get on IG and just use a lot of these places for the correct way. Because I'm telling you, you're running into so many. It's no way you just. It's just you got to just be working hard to not run into it. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. He say, not gonna lie, what's holding back a lot of, you see the word, because I know again, okay, own businesses is bad customer service. Okay, that is an excellent assessment. That is an excellent assessment. Now, we know it's not all. Let's get that out, because I know we gonna have, when somebody see this later, we know it's not all, y'all. And from now on going forward, just know that and understand that we're talking from a perspective of, we know it's not all, okay? So we know this is gonna be the first time, and I know this is like my second show, so we gonna give you the grace period. You feel me? So here we go. Now, let's get over to that, because I've been meaning to get to a show on that. Okay, damn. Business etiquette. That's everything from like this comment right here was saying, let me go grab it. That's everything from customer service experience, whether it be on the phone or in the physical in-person experience, and etc. Whether it just be independent contractors that's melanated or copper tone or black, etc. They maybe not on time, or maybe they don't do great quality work. Sometimes You know what I mean? Now don't do me like that, y'all, because you know what I'm saying. I came up with the hood mechanics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And some of them did great work, and you know some of them. You knew the ones that, you know, Johnny or whoever, you know what I mean? You knew the ones that was messing up stuff, messing up cars, messing up alternators. So I'm just saying now. So customer service experience, absolutely. So this is the great thing to add to that. This is where we have to be open to get different training. Do you gotta pay for this training, Cosmic? Absolutely not. You can go on YouTube and different free workshops and virtual workshops, and they will give us a lot. They've been giving whomever they are, whomever the platform may be, different training. Just like I was saying about the etiquette coach, Miss Vernon Thompson. You see what I'm saying? She had a whole school on etiquette. You see what I'm saying? So just being able to get that training for the articulation, the different like we want to say customer service experience, like I said, whether it be through the phone, whether it be online, whether it be your independent contractor, your whatever variety of whatever it is. Now, with that being said, a lot of independent contractors, I don't want to make this a business thing. I know it was supposed to be in the Black family, but this is family business, and it, you know, that's a huge part of it. The economics, or lack thereof, you understand? So the independent contractor side, that's like I said, that right there, you can go 1,000 different ways with that. So like I said, we have to be practicing great business ethics and morals and different things of that nature, and have certain codes, of course, yes. And now those guidelines that'll be to your situation or your investment group or whatever you got going, Susu group, or whatever you have going on. Yes, now when we have bad or an unpleasant experience, most of the time with melanin, copper tone, black, but now unless most people I know they're not dealing with like heavy like, you know, black businesses, you know, or melanin, you know what I'm saying, like on the regular like that. Now for the ones that are, or the ones that have, I would say, man, just don't limit yourself to that experience, man. Give it to the benefit of the doubt, as far as maybe not with the same person, but just, you know, go get another melanated plumber, go get another melanated copper tone or black electrician. You know what I'm saying? And just remember what I said earlier. Now, make sure when we're in our different phases, we're stacking the capital, we're building, we're having the meetings, we're doing all this stuff. Make sure we're doing the due diligence on the reviews, on the Better Business Bureau stuff, the stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? So then all we can do is just do the best we can with narrowing things down. Now, not to say, hey, Cosmic, does that mean miscellaneous shit ain't gonna happen? No, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? However, that decreases the ratio of it happening. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want to definitely talk about, like I said, we want to apply investment. And like I said, I would say this too: study your enemies. If it's somebody that you feel like is your adversary or your enemy, that's another ethnic group or your opposition, I would say study a lot of their habits, study a lot of their moves, because that's how a lot of these other ethnic groups and nationality cater to our consumer market. You know what I mean? They study our spending habits, they study the analytics, they study the analysis, they study the stuff on the commercials and the different ads, and you know, all of that stuff. They got the data on it, so they know, you know, goddamn, I'm pushing this such and such ad to, and they gonna know how many black people on there, fam. I mean, come on now. They gonna know if it's on Facebook or they gonna know, okay, hey, it's 1 million something black people on here. You understand me? So come on now. So they know the analytics already. You dig me? So we just gotta know that that's why people be like, why so many ads? Because they know where you are, you know, and they know what a lot of their analytics are saying. That unfortunately a lot of us have been into gambling. You know, my earth pops was into gambling and shit too, the lottery and all that shit. So now they got the machines and the casinos and the stuff. And so this is what I'm saying. They're capitalizing and they're seeing that. You see what I'm saying? I would say put your little casino on your family compound. Put your some type of that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? On your compound, some type of entertainment center. You hear me? Where you can book speakers, you can book acts, you can have people rent it out. You all of that. It's all of that. You feel me? And so all of these excellent, great revenues that could, now this is what you got to get on your team as far as your group of people, your village, your tribe, your team, whatever you're gonna call it, your group. You like, again, everybody has to have their specialty. So you gotta have somebody's specialty in what? Marketing and advertising and booking up the spaces. If we gonna have our own event space, I don't care if it's one of them big ass giant blow up tents, whatever it's gonna be to start out or whatever. We need somebody in charge of keeping that shit booked. I don't care if it's children birthday parties. I don't care if it's whatever it is. Keep it booked throughout the month. You feel me? Make sure it doesn't conflict with, you know, the activities and festivals and events y'all have going on as far as, you know, once you get established. But yeah, keep that shit booked out. That's your whole job, to market, advertise, and keep this spot booked out. Keep that revenue coming in. Definitely have a family treasurer. I don't know if that's going to be the person that's going to be doing the trust paperwork and the LLC and the S corps and all that. Hold on, y'all, real quick.
Just focus on money, no violence. Big drip, styling, straight in the face of these tyrants. 500 years and some days, they all expect us to slack. Yes, we still bottom in wage, so keep your whole focus intact. Same type of problems as slaves, we gon' get justice and tax. So I can fuck what they say. Keep your perspective on black. They are so mad that we waking up. Now we got
okay. Okay, Wally, do you got anything that I covered on anything I covered thus far, G? Just anything as far as a lot of the things I kind of was going on, or what things to pass down, or what things to develop, or what things to start?
Yeah, you were doing great, man. I agree with everything you said. Matter of fact, you reminded me that I had already come up with another business idea last week before I forget now. Because I come up with about 3 every year at least. And I came up with one the other day, which is tea bags. So what I'm going to do is I get the tea from the people who grow the herbs and bag the tea up and package it up and sell it, you know, on the market. See how that works out. Just, you know, just an idea. And we were thinking about more than, you know, I mean, we're going to have just like that. People grow herbs. Matter of fact, there's herbs growing in my yard. I just don't harvest them at this time. But I will start harvest. I harvest them for my personal use. But I'll start harvesting them for, you know, commercial use. Put out a couple of packages, see how people respond. That's how you have to do anything. You got to make a few of them, put out a few tests, see how people respond, what kind of people respond, what people say about it, how they feel about it, and make adjustments if any, and keep it moving. That's how you grow anything. I mean, you know, most businesses. But I ran across a guy, you were talking about businesses. I ran across a guy, I think he owned 5 KFCs, 2 Burger Kings, and 2 McDonald's, and something else like a Taco Bell or a pizza place, something like that. He was a colored guy. I met him when I was in New Jersey. And I went to his office. Nothing about his office let me know. I didn't know that nigga was a nigga till he walked in the door. And then I didn't know it till he introduced himself as the owner. And then I said, okay. He was just smiling the whole time. He was a funny dude. But nothing about his entire situation would let you know he was a nigga. He had no pictures up about this and that. Nothing like, Malcolm X around the room and whatever. And he ran all of them. He had all them businesses going, man. I thought that was really nice. I met him on because all them businesses like that, they buy land. The land where the business is, they be buying the land. And then they get the franchise on top of that. But a lot of them businesses is real estate. That's what I ran into him when I was in real estate because I wanted to buy some land he owned. I had a buyer who wanted to buy some land he owned. Excuse me. I wasn't buying it.
Well, I definitely want to see you shine, Wale, man. I definitely want to see you grow your products and your services. The tea or the herb bags that you're going to be making, and the papers and different things of that nature. I definitely would love to see that, grow into something, go into something big where you mass producing thing that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you have things in the natural, for the most part, natural environment or organic environment to where that's really what they would call the signature brand or the niche that you could pitch as far as your brand. The fact that it's unique, you know what I mean? Because it's from Jamaica or, from a certain area that you are in or, so yeah, like they do different commercials with what's the name of that damn thing? The Sakis? Is it the Sakis? What's the name of the commercials? They take you to Colombia and different places where they show you where the beer is created and all. Yeah, man, they use all that stuff to their advantage. So I would definitely, as far as the branding, go ahead.
You mentioned toilet paper making machines. I've been dealing with that. Paper machines from China. This place, you talking about China, India? I don't think it matters. I've been dealing with them for the past 15 years because I want to get machines to make my paper, right? Because otherwise, it's a back-breaking work doing it by hand, and I'm reluctant to do it by hand at this point because I did it by hand for so long. The idea, though, is that you have to move a ton of raw material a day. That's the cheapest machine or the least machine they've offered so far. I'm still trying to get them to make a deal on something that requires less source material. You know what a ton a day is? You know what a ton is?
Do I know what a ton? TON?
Yes.
Yes.
That's around I'm going to say around, right? Because there's two different kinds of tons, but that's around 2,000 pounds a ton.
Okay.
2,000 pounds of soil. That's 1 ton.
Wow. So my apologies. I was just going to ask a question on the ton. So equating into maybe dollars or amounts of product or amounts of sheets, how much would that produce?
Cousin, really, it don't even matter because I can't bring a ton a day to the machine. That's 2,000 pounds of raw material. Man, I talked to a guy who grows hemp. He was growing acres of hemp. Right? Not ganja, hemp, just straight up hemp for the skins, because that's where you make the paper and the other stuff from, is the skin of the hemp. I talked to him about it. He said in all his days, he never raised that much. Maybe in a year he could raise that much. And he was the biggest, if not the biggest, one of the biggest growers of hemp around. You got to have a lot of paper to feed that machine, and that's the smallest machine they make. Most of the machines they be selling is 1 to 5 tons. That's how they sell it, 1 to 5 tons. Mostly they want you to run with a 5 ton, because 5 ton is where they say you break out with the money, the free issue. That's in their estimation, though. I'm just saying, though, before you even get to how much paper they're gonna get you and all that, where you gonna get the source material from? That's what I'm thinking. You gotta feed the machine before you start talking about what it's gonna shit out. So anyway,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's a part of the business thing. That's why I'm glad we talking about it, because we're gonna definitely do business Saturdays or whatever. I'm gonna figure something out. But yeah, that's definitely an element we gotta consider. You're right.
See, now this is a element that I considered late in the deal. I'm already making papers and everything. I'm looking how to expand and everything. I'm how to get the money to buy the machine. I know how much the machine costs and everything. I'm ready to start ordering the machine and everything like this. And I'm saying, talking to the people about this and that, what I need for this and the size of the building to put it in and all this. I'm at that point. And then find out that they wanted the smallest machine they could possibly do is 1,000. I mean, 1 ton a day. That's a day, cuz, and that's not a week, a year, a month. A day. Otherwise, the machine is. Where you gonna? And I'm telling you, the biggest guy I knew said he might not be able to draw that down in a year. 2,000 pounds. That's a ton in a whole year, because hemp is very light. You know, I do hemp. Now, some people I saw in Ghana, they're doing coconut trees. No, bamboo. They're using bamboo. Bamboo is a very aggressive growth. You know, it's a predator growth. Once it starts growing, it's going to take over the land. Wherever it used to be. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's intrusive growth or something they call it by name. But once it starts growing, it's hard to stop bamboo, man. So in Ghana, they just bought a machine, 5 ton, but they're doing bamboo, and I think she said coconut and bamboo, and coconut tree, and bamboo, and also the government is spotting them. You know what I mean? Which is not a bad deal. You can get the government to spot you. But they're making toilet paper. And everybody knows that's the worst way to clean your ass when you shit. You should wash your ass with water, man. Toilet paper ain't doing nothing but smearing the shit over your ass. It don't clean nothing, it smears. You understand what I'm just saying? That's why a lot of people have boils and shit like that. It's because they smearing the shit over their ass with this Western concept about toilet paper. You want to clean anything, pretty much you got to use water. Anyway, I digress.
Oh no, I absolutely. I ain't know you was going all the way there with it. I ain't know you was going all the way there with it, Wale. It's great. It's great stuff, though. All right, here we go, man. I think we covered a lot. Shit, I mean, I think I said a whole lot. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play back and hear, you know, whoever this is for that can use a lot of this stuff. We went over a lot of stuff. However, just passing words. Or the recent words we just finished saying, or things I just went over, just things to pass down or pass forward to the Black family unit, the next generations, the ones that's here still, etc., etc. You know, we got into a lot of stuff as far as we were saying IP, as far as intellectual property, skills, and different trades and things of that nature. For the ones that's open and ones to get it, having more family or team, group, tribe, whatever have you, meetings virtually, making sure we have a agenda or itinerary or something organized, so we have a direction to go in to keep it organized and flowing and productive. We talked about the family compound. That's what we was on just now. Just having that family compound. That's really a to me a generational juggernaut shift. You know what I'm saying? Think about if somebody, if once Q Butter raises, get enough money and etc. up, he can go ahead and do the same idea I was just saying. If he probably already have access to it, the land, man, and put the Zayacs on the land, get the variety stores. You got your product stores, you got your services, you got your everything. I mean, that right there to me, and that's why the land stuff. As far as we know the history on the black towns and different things of that nature. That's why the land stuff was so important in those family companies, those family businesses, because the land, was their family business, their family company, and different incomes and different things, the soil. So that's why it was so crucial, or fucked up, where as far as everything that happened with the black towns. However, we rebuilding, as Wally said earlier. He mentioned a few words ago. We rebuilding and restructuring. Like I said again, I do know that there is elements and other elements that are there. I'm not gonna ever not be aware of that. However, we don't want that to keep us stagnant. We don't want to keep us stagnant and fearful of, like we were saying, Wally was saying earlier, moving forward and doing some things. Like I said, just being more prepared as much as you can. And, getting people, like I said, they got the team and the specialties and different things of that nature. And like I said, man, the healing, I know we say a lot of healing. That would be a special part of the family compound to the community psychiatrist, or whatever you want to call that. You see what I'm saying? The community shrink or the whatever, the towns, whatever. That right there is a great thing right there. Hopefully it's a holistic person or spiritual or whatever have you, but whatever you got for your stuff, I just hope you have that. So then that will be great. Also, I would say to add to your family business or family rules or family land or compound, have what do they call that? Conflict mediation. Like have different things to resolve conflicts in a timely fashion. Misunderstandings, miscommunications, whatever it is, in a timely fashion. Be able to get them resolved in a timely fashion and be able to move on in a timely fashion. So then that'll cut down on a lot of the infighting or, things that might fester up or things of that nature. Wale, man, I might wrap it up. I got another show coming, man. Make sure y'all check out. I know Wale got some last words as well. Make sure y'all check out. We got the ladies coming up this Sunday. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know what I'm saying? And y'all come through, check it out. We're going to get into what is divine femininity look like or mean to you. And then we'll get into a lot of other variety of topics that we can, just elevate on and get hopefully some clarity, man, and some better understanding. And hopefully the brothers and the kings and the Nehrus and the ladies and the other sisters, they can get a better, whatever it is as well. Then we have the King's Lounge coming up July 23rd. That'll be on my YouTube channel, Cosmic Minds 333. And hopefully I'll be doing the episode over here at the King's Lounge. I'm gonna see. And that's for the Nehrus and the fellas and the kings and the netchers, the etc. to come true, not come through, come true. And let's build, man. Let's do some great you know, testosterone, masculine energy talking, man, not tear each other down, man, not get too far into the semantical stuff. And, you know, let's get some great elevation, man. You know what I'm saying? If we're unfamiliar or unaware of certain things, skill sets, and or knowledge, and or whatever type of things we have to offer intellectually, man, that's what we're there for, man. We're there to network, collaborate, shoot shit as well, and, you know, do a great mixture of all of those things like we've been doing today. You feel me? So that's gonna be the King's Lounge, man. I got a lot of great co-hosts with that. My guy J Dub, you know what I mean, Jeremy Jones is my vice president of Royals United. We got a few others. I got my guy Thriver, Red Moon Apparel. Rock with that. Check out Red Moon Apparel, just like that.com. Check that out ASAP. I'll have that in the comments. The next show, that's Copper Tone, Melanie, Indigenous, etc. And we got the Rucker Park Street Ball, you know what I'm saying, .com. Make sure you check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? That was very interesting when I got on there the other night. So Wale. Oh, Wale gone. Okay. So I was just looking up talking. Okay, Wale say check out his broadcast, y'all, or his show. You know, his presentation, his visual presentation, the audio, etc. There y'all go with that. All right, y'all. Make sure we gonna wrap it up now, man, because you know, I don't wanna, you know, if we had some more people up here, then you know, I would be like, yeah, man, let's keep on rolling with it. But you know, it's all good. We'll hop back out here, ladies. Hopefully, y'all bring the empresses, the goddesses, the sisters, the soul sisters, the Afrocentric sisters, the sister with knowledge of self, the revolutionaries, the all of that great stuff, man. Make sure they come out, man, to you know, build on, you know, Lady Sunday. You see what I'm saying? And you know, let's elevate on some great topics. You know what I mean? And let's give out some great games, some great jewels, great crystals, whatever you got. You feel me? And then, like I say, man, hopefully y'all check out and subscribe to my YouTube page, Cosmic Minds 333. Check out my G Wale one more time. Check out my guy Wale. Check him out. Link up with him with the papers and different things of that nature. Other than that, let me go ahead and run it through one more time. We got Zayax the Movement, $, Zayax the Movement, man. Make sure you donate ASAP if you already have. Gratitude. All right. We got donations. We got the Rucker Park, streetball.com. Black House. Y'all make sure y'all check out. Get your grandson, your grandchildren, your granddaughters, nieces, nephews, all of that great stuff. Get them on the Black House. We need your support. We need you to help us build up the Black House app. It is literally for the star seeds, the black youth, the copper tone, Afro, whatever have you youth, okay? And the teens and tweens, all right? So we need y'all support. We need your participation. We need the critiquing. We need constructive criticism, you know, and things that we can add, things we can take away, different things of that nature, all right? However you would want to be involved, if you want to invest or get involved with that nature, just link up with me some type of way in the comments when I come on the show again, or you can go to cosmicminds@gmail.com. Just email me and let me know something, all right? But we do need your support on that ASAP. And for the big children or the big youth, you know, the forever young, the big youth, what they call adults, we have goldencrowns.app, man. We got that for you. We got the audio rooms, the video rooms. We got the music rooms. We got our marketplace. Please post your business and your services and your stuff in our marketplace. We have our help wanted section. Post your now hiring ads and different things of that nature. We definitely need it. It's a free account. Just help us out, like I said. And then if you're interested, check out the equity portion. It's only $20 squares, for the equity portion. So grab your equity square early. It's only $20. You feel me? And then we have our crown vault. That's the monetary system over there where we can practice group economics. So you can cop 20, I think it's 20 crowns for $1. And when you say crowns, that's like on YouTube where you do super chats and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's actual money that we're going to be passing around in the form of crowns. Okay. So we got the crowns vault. So please make sure you test drive everything. We got the chronic. Make sure you post on there. Whatever, post your reels, post everything that you do on Facebook and everything. It's just, this is a space made for us, by us, literally. You understand me? For real. All right. We got Royals United Radio. I'm wrapping up, y'all. We got Royals United Radio. Make sure you check us out. We've been saying we need these different spaces. We'd say we need media. We need the different things. When you become a RoyalsUnited.com member, right? I'm going to get to that next. You get access to DJ on the radio. You could DJ on the radio. Just become a member for $50 a month, fam. When you say, well, what does that get me? There you go. That's one thing right there. It gets you access to the radio. You get on the radio, we'll get you the software, we'll get it on your whatever you got, and we'll get you your slot on the radio because you're a member. Now, people that aren't members, it's a different cost and it's a different type of thing because they aren't members, okay? So, and of course you have access to AI courses. You have access to, when we get Zayax booming off, this is for people that's new, y'all. This is not people that are familiar with what I'm talking about. This is people that's going to see this later on. How many other people it is. You see what I'm saying? Okay. We have merchandise. We have products and services. We have Messiah brand. That's based off of Group Economics. That's a Black Coppertone Indigenous owned company. One of our great sponsors and our vice president. Also, we have Styles. If you are in the Louisiana area, I got my guy Styles. That's one of our excellent sponsors and members. He has his pressure washing business, okay? So if you need your siding done, you need your sidewalks done, you need your gutters done, you need that rental property done in power wash, you understand me? Whatever you need done, Styles-Enterprises.com, all right? Or call for a free estimate, 321-999-4150, all right? Okay, y'all. Boys, last thing, and I'm out of here, y'all. RoyalsUnited.com, man. Again, like I said, check out our membership. Check out the sponsorship packages. Gratitude for the link up today. I got more shows, and we got more shows coming true. And hopefully the ladies, come out to the, the Ladies Sunday or the, the Empress or the whatever, Feminine Energy Sunday, man, and we can just get some intellectual elevation on y'all, from y'all, we need y'all to be brutally honest, but in a way where it's productive. So outside of that, y'all, hope all is well. Gratitude, peace, and abundance. And I'll see y'all next time, Mike.
Let it go. 84 music. All I hear is talking, I don't see the word. All I hear is talking, I don't see the word. All I hear is talking, I don't see the word. All I hear is talking, I don't see the word. Woo. Black as a motherfucker, let him know. Cops ain't frame niggas, fool. We paper chasing, if not we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. If the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. You know I'm on ribbon with a painless. Coast toe stepping, watching my lean shit. Building weapons and goals, you know the aim is. Living lavish and smiles all on the English. As long as we keep working while the game comes. If not, break it open, take sight. One thing for certain, where the game done. Yeah, we we taking over with a lanes run. Watch us break it open, make it free. Watch us take them true, watch us take the streets. Paper pie and all, yeah, we taking this. Fuck the police and law, watch them bring the heat. Ooh. Black as a motherfucker, I let them know. Cops ain't frame, nigga, it is fool. We paper chasing, if not, we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Lift the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. No matter where I go, I see the same shit. Cops kill another with the same clip. And all I see is movies, watching slave ships. We wonder why we struggle just to make it. Preachers giving sermons, but we don't see the work. Another body down, they gon' need a hearse. Cops playing games, taking bodies.
I'ma put together a business show, so it's no problem. I'ma put together a business show, yo. We gon' build on that. I'ma put it might be Saturday. What's tomorrow? Yeah, damn it. Okay, it might be this Saturday, y'all. We gonna do a business show. We can talk some of the ideas we see right there on the screen. All right.
Lift the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get a block what it needs, leave him watching like woo.
You know another one. Black power, RBG, all the time. Let go.
All right, y'all. Till next time, make sure you share this out, B. Make sure you subscribe to the Cosmic Minds 333 on YouTube. Gratitude. Let's get it.
Shining. Go stare at the trip, it is blinding. Spaceships flying. Just give us our land and the science. Patience, grinding. Just focus on money, no violence. Big trip, styling. Straight in the face of these tyrants. 500 years and some days. They all expect us to slack. Yes, we still bottom in wage. So keep your whole focus intact. Same type of problems as slaves. We gon' get justice and tax. So I give fuck what they say. Keep your perspective on black. They are so mad that we waking up. Now we got dripping intelligence. There is no chaser inside of our cups. Look at these gangsters be gentlemen. Yes, we did timing when timing was tough. Learn fast, there is no settling. Took on their games and we called out their bluffs. Had to learn game from the veterans. Look at the time that we sat up and pudding. Rolled out the bunks with no comfort for cushions. Learned all their ways in this maze and we took ones. Straight in their face so they lied.